Hey Virgo, so let's just jump right into the reading. The Tower. Well, there you go. That's a statement. And the bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands. So this is a card about competition. And competition can be friendly or not. It can be motivating or devastating. People can fight fair or not. So it all depends on the parties involved and this nature and the spirit of the situation. So this can be a friendly game of chess, or it can be, um, unfair competition, people not following the rules. So let's see. At the top of the deck, we have the Nine of Wands, which shows that you've been working on something, dealing with a situation for quite some time, and it's been a bit of an ordeal. It's been a challenge. There may be a lot of competition involved, but you still have, you can see your fire is still going here. It's still burning. You're on the lookout. You're kind of like, you know what? I've been there. I've done that. I'm still standing. My fire is still burning. I'm still passionate about this. I'm still willing to persevere. Okay. Regardless. Now, you do have we do have the Seven of Swords, so I do feel like you're in a situation, some of you, in some area of your life where you do have unfairness, people not behaving properly going on, and that may be what is getting you down. But mirrored on this side is the Seven of Wands, and that's about defending yourself without becoming defensive. Um, so there's this balance of sticking up for yourself, but not allowing the situation or the parties involved that are not behaving, following the rules, behaving properly, not to allow yourself to get dragged down to their level or to become defensive or um, uh, turn into sort of nasty competition. So that's going to take a lot of strength of character and determination. But the Nine of Wands tells you that you have that determination and that ability to persevere and to see this situation through. So remember, this is just one area of your life. This isn't like it's going to be like this. And this is a general reading, so this isn't going to be for all people. But I do, on the part of me thinks, though, that this probably maybe is a situation you should let go of. And I'm saying that because I see the Tower at the end here. So, sometimes it's wonderful to persevere and to have the strength to keep fighting the fight. But sometimes some fights are not worth staying in. Make sure you have a dog in the fight. It's even your fight to fight. Over here we have the Hierophant, and he's, you may want to look for some help, to ask for some advice in this situation. Sometimes when you're in the thick of things, you just can't quite see it clearly. And, you may ask someone who not only doesn't have anything to do with the situation, but doesn't even know anything about the situation. That really, you know what I mean? Because it's that type of person, someone that you wouldn't think to go to for help about the situation or just to get their opinion, because you're like, oh, they don't know anything about computers, or they don't know anything about this person I'm seeing, or they don't know anything about, whatever the situation is. But they might be the perfect person because they may be able to, they're not going to have all these preconceived judgments, notions, thoughts, experience, influence their thoughts about the situation. It's going to be completely fresh and completely new, thinking of your highest good and with a perspective that you couldn't even perceive. Now we have the Page of Cups and the King of Cups. So I feel like there is emotional support around you, probably either from this wise person, or there are people that are supporting you, okay? But for some reason, you feel trapped. this is all about taking those blinders off. So you need to gain perspective, and whether that's through asking for someone else's opinion. I mean, for some of you, it may even be legal help. Just not that you're going to court or anything, but just to get counsel. That's the word, counsel. Counseling. Yes. Okay. If things are not fair, if things are not balanced, you have to ask yourself why you're staying in the situation, because most likely you don't have to be in that situation. There are very few situations we have to stay in. So what are your blocks? What are you in denial about? Why are you staying in a situation? Just to prove you can be miserable? Like, why are you staying in certain situations if they're not healthy? And so it's interesting what the Tower comes in and says, that if you're not able to perceive that you may be in a situation in some area of your life, now this doesn't have to be a huge thing. The Tower is the energy that comes along and deconstructs, takes something down to its very smallest parts. That's not the right word, but just to the basic parts, and enables you to then rebuild again if you can see the wisdom in the situation. So that's the significance of the Hierophant this month for you, is really being able to see the wisdom in situations, to be able to take the blinders off in certain areas of your life. And the center of the reading is the Page of Cups, which is a new emotional beginning. And if this is the focus, it's in the center, you're really yearning for a new emotional beginning, messages that will bring happiness and a better emotional feeling to your life. And this has come up for other people, this theme of having to let something go. Yeah. So if you're not really sure, if you feel there's some situations in your life that you feel stuck, and you feel you're just sort of fighting the fight. I mean, there are some things you do have to stay in and fight, but you may not have to. Are you fighting? Are you the Seven of Swords, or are you the Seven of Wands? Or are you calmly, factually, we have the Justice card, stating the facts and defending your position? So try really hard, and you may need some counsel on this, to defend yourself and not be defensive, to stand up for yourself, but not to allow someone to drag you down to acting in a way that's out of character or not for your highest good. And get some advice to make sure that you're not trapped in, really, you think you're in denial about something, and not trapped in the situation that you're truly not trapped in. You just are having sometimes we're so involved in a situation, we just can't even see it anymore, and we just can't even see our way clear. We don't even know how we got there, but we've been there for so long, or we're so in it, so deep, that we can't find our way out. But there is, this Tower is a very positive card, because there is something that's going to come along and shake things up and kind of shake you up, and you're going to go, oh shit, what have I been doing? So make sure that, this card is always about finding the wisdom and the newness, after the Justice card. The truth comes out when anything that was not truthful, not solid, not productive, not sustainable will fall away. And then what is left is sustainable and something you can build from, and that's of a solid foundation. So thank you for stopping by. These situations seem uncomfortable and you're kind of like, oh crap, I don't want, some part of my life to sort of fall apart, but good things are coming from it. Okay, so don't miss the lesson and the wisdom in it. That's the only way the Tower is a bad card, is if you miss the opportunity that lay in its wake. Take care.